You are not good enough if you are not spiritual. You need spirituality to understand how stupid the world is. Your problems are too small. Health, money, career, relationships. Here, read this religious book, read this spiritual book, and you'll find better problems to solve. You are not going to do any good to the world if you are not spiritual. Look at me, how spiritual I am. I'm helping the whole world. If you know someone who's saying these things to you or someone else, then please listen carefully. You are being manipulated. You are being gaslighted while this person is going to tell you that he or she means well and he or she has come to your life to rescue you. In this video, I'm going to share my first-hand experience with spiritual gaslighting. I'm going to explain 5 major red flags to look out for and 5 things that will help you find your power and step out of this kind of a situation in your life. Watch this video till the very end. My name is Ruchika Garg and I'm your psychospiritual therapist and coach. If you want to live a life where you feel 100% true to yourself, then subscribe to my channel. You can also find me on Instagram. Look for Ask Ruchika Garg. While gaslighting is a term that's used to explain how somebody can manipulate you into thinking and believing that your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your beliefs are not needed, are not valid, and they would encourage you to give away your power to them and help them decide what is right and wrong for you. Spiritual gaslighting takes it to a whole altogether new level. It feels spiritual and holy to give away power to a person who is spiritually gaslighting you. And this makes it even more dangerous to your mind, body, and even your soul. I have had an experience with spiritual gaslighting where I came across somebody who made me feel that that person was there to help me see the world in a better way, to make me a better person. And then I slowly started to realize that something was not right. My confidence has started to go down. My social relationships were suffering. I was allowing people to walk over me. I was unable to decide clearly and think clearly for my own self. And I started to understand that this was giving away power. And one day I realized that this was not the life I had wanted to live for myself. And I chose to take my power back. And I set myself free. Today I'm a successful psychospiritual therapist and I have made this journey by building back my confidence bit by bit. So I think it's important for me to share with you what are the signs to look out for so that you don't have to experience the same thing. So let's talk about the 5 major signs, 5 major red flags to look out for. The first and the most important sign is this person is going to make you believe that this person is an extremely good listener, is very receptive towards you, understands you, and this person is going to win your trust and confidence. And when the time is right, the person is going to declare himself or herself as your guru, as your guide, even without your permission. And trust me, because you trust them, you'd allow them to do so. What makes the situation dangerous for some people is these gaslighters are sometimes associated with their organization and cults where they are the religious leaders or spiritual leaders of other similar victims. And if you are taken into that cult, unfortunately, you will have such a warm, lovely welcome and you will feel like you are in the right place. The second sign to look out for is these people are going to teach you a version of spirituality that will make you feel like your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, your identity, your problems, nothing matters. Through this process, you will start to feel like a strongly spiritual person because for all the wrong reasons, they teach you how to be detached. While deep inside, you will still know that you do have problems in life that you need to look at. They will make you feel like maybe it's okay to not look at them and maybe it's okay to just be spiritual. You might even thank them for coming into your life to rescue you from this harsh world. The third important sign is they will make you feel small and inferior. They will make you hate people, they'll make you hate yourself, hate the world, hate everything that's happening around you. Because look how difficult, how harsh this whole world is, and look how I have come as a Godhead to help you from all this mess. They are going to ask you to level up in your spirituality, because this amount of spirituality is not enough to help you find liberation and moksha in one life. You don't have time. You have only one life, and you are going to have to do everything in one life. So gear up, level up. Your level of spirituality is not good enough. And before you even realize, you become so full of self-hatred that you'll start to lose every shred of self-respect and self-love that you had ever had for yourself. The fourth sign is they will want to brainwash you into thinking that your thoughts, opinions, ideas, your existence, your relationships are not needed in this world. You will be forced to think like them. Being ambitious is a sin. You cannot be ambitious, because then it's your ego. You'll be made to think like it's your ego that's playing out in every situation when you want to pull out from them. They will want you to think, feel, dress, eat, sit and stand and talk like them. And when you make efforts to be like them, they're going to be super nice to you. The fifth and very, very important sign to look out for is the moment you tell them that you don't feel happy this way, that you just want to be a normal person, they start threatening you and calling you names. They're going to call you blind, small, ignorant, egoistic, unspiritual, selfish. They're going to threaten you and scare you by saying that you will have no one else who would save you from all the miseries of the world. And that is when you actually start to realize how insecure they are within themselves and how desperately they're trying to hold on to their victims. They become edgy, angry, and God forbid, some of them even become verbally abusive. Now that you know these 5 signs, it must be pretty clear that you must say no to any person who makes you feel small or horrible in the name of spirituality. Once you recognized these 5 signs, and I hope you've understood them clearly, here are the 5 important points I want you to remember for the rest of your life. The first point I want you to remember is never give away power to any person or any organization who says anything to make you feel small in the name of spirituality. Especially when they say they are there to rescue you, it's a red flag. It's a major thing to look out for. The second point is, it's okay for people to have their own opinions and values about spirituality, but nobody has the right to force you into buying their beliefs about how spirituality works. Each person has the right to follow spirituality or not follow it in their own way. Everything works differently for different people. The third point is, a truly spiritual person is not going to sing about his or her spirituality. Spirituality, in the true sense, makes you grounded, makes you humble, makes you so accommodative and so respectful towards others that you don't judge others for being different. You respect them for being different. Spirituality is the opposite of judgment. The fourth point I want you to understand about the true sense of spirituality is the real meaning of spirituality is to not make people spiritual. The real meaning of spirituality is to love yourself, to accept all the good and bad parts of yourself, to completely unconditionally accept who you are, to live your truth, and to extend this to others as well. It makes you expansive. It does not make you judgmental, irritated, contracted. It does not make you all of that. Spirituality is the exact opposite of all the mess that people have created in the name of spirituality. The fifth and the most important point I want you to remember, and please say this to everyone else, you don't have to be a spiritual person. You are under no obligation to be spiritual just because so-called spiritual people are saying that that is the only way to live. I'm sorry, that's not true. Your only obligation is to stay true to yourself, understand your own truth, live your truth, walk your truth, and that's it. And help others probably find their own truth, not live according to your truth. So you are under no obligation to be spiritual. Just stay true to yourself, and that's all that you need to do. So I hope I have explained my experiences and helped you understand how spiritual gaslighting works, how spirituality is wrongly understood, and how it's being used to make vulnerable people feel small, feel inferior, so that they fall into other people's traps. I hope this video has empowered you to understand that you are special already. You are already divine. You are already a child of the universe. You are already a child of God. And you are already good, even if you are not spiritual or not spiritual enough. If anybody makes you feel small, feel inferior, or if anybody wants to force you to change because their idea of spirituality is different, I don't think they deserve your time. And if you do want to have a more fulfilling life, you have to make your own journey. Nobody else is going to come to rescue you. You have to do it for yourself. You are the only one who can actually do it. So take responsibility of your life. Take back your power. If you have anybody around who's spiritually gaslighting you, trust me, it's happening everywhere. I've seen it very, very closely. I've experienced it and I continue to see it happen every day in so many places. So if you feel you're experiencing something similar, please reflect on this video. Please take your power back. You are the creator of your own life. Nobody is your savior. You don't need a hero. You are the hero of your own life. So if you see anybody who's being holier than thou and here to save you, to rescue you, be aware. Thank you for watching this video. Namaste.